Gosling struggled in Hollywood. So in a clip that has been released from a new documentary called Seduced and Abandoned, Ryan Gosling talked about his difficulties in Hollywood because he moved here at a really early age at 16 years old. But we know that he started out from the Mickey Mouse Club, but then he decided to take the leap in Hollywood, moved here, and he says, quote, "Everyone's left their families, their homes, their friends, their jobs to pursue a dream where they know that the percentage of them achieving that dream is never good and they do it anyway." Then he went on in the clip to share about his not so good moments in the auditioning process. He says, quote, "You walk into a room of people who look just like you. You realize you're not the only one who wore the cowboy hat. Then before you go in, you hear the casting director negotiating the deal for the guy that already got the part. Turns out Jared Leto already got it." Thoughts, 5 words or less.
It's Jared Leto, not Leto. Because in the video, he pronounces it Leto.
He
and
does?
it pissed me off.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Only God forgives Gangster Squad.
Oh. 2 points. Okay.
Auditioning's just the worst thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Ryan mispronounces names too.
Yeah.
We're a match made in heaven. Yes, we are.
You guys are. You guys are the perfect couple. I'm so glad you're together.
God. So first and
You're
foremost,
blushing right now.
I feel like I feel it. You know how you can feel like the heat resonate? First of all, though, I was a little bit confused because, not to say that he never struggled, because we all have our own ups and downs within Hollywood, but he did start off very successful in the Mickey Mouse Club.
But however, here's the thing, is even still, that's not an automatic entree. Even with what would seem like huge success as Mickey Mouse Club, that doesn't mean anything. He still had to go on these auditions he's talking about.
Okay, but wait, do we actually know what Mickey Mouse Club is? Like, have any of you ever seen
yeah.
Mickey Mouse Club? Because I haven't.
You're like 12.
But like,
Yeah.
just like you hear like Nikki DeLuise
Oh,
was
yeah.
on Mickey Mouse Club.
I watched
Christina
it.
Aguilera, Britney Spears.
It had
I'm
a song,
like, where was that?
M-I-C.
K-E-Y.
No, wait,
M-I-C.
M-I-C.
See you real soon.
K-E-Y.
Why?
Because we like you. M-O-U-S-C. Yeah.
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
Donald Duck.
I
Mickey
don't know
Mouse.
if I like that. That's
Yeah.
creepy.
It's really creepy when you think about it. And then the next line is, "Forever let us hold our banner high,"
I
right?
don't remember that part.
Okay, yeah, you know.
Whoa, someone got into it a little bit too much.
And it's at the end of Full Metal Jacket, they're singing it. The soldiers are all walking and they're singing the
really?
song M-I-C-K-E-Y.
Oh my gosh. So going back to
cult.
Ryan Gosling though really quick, because I think you made a really good point. Even if he did have a lot of success as a kid, then as a teenager you have to try and break that stigma of being a child actor or being a Mickey Mouse Club actor. So he definitely had his struggles. How can we relate to this? Because I've had some terrible auditions where it's true, you think you're gonna make a creative choice. You're like, oh, I'm gonna wear the cowboy hat, watch. And you walk in, everybody has long blonde hair, they're all wearing the cowboy hat. It's really daunting. And I've heard conversations too, either A, you can hear them in the room, so you hear the choices they make, which can throw you off, or you may hear the casting director being like, that was fantastic, give us a moment. And then you might hear them make a phone call on it, completely can throw you off.
I was in an audition the other day where the dude left the room and the casting guy goes into the office next door to talk to the other casting person and doesn't shut the door.
Oh no.
So this dude has to hear, like, he's good. He gets real slick sometimes, which I think he's gonna have to tune down, and the guy's just like slowly walking out.
That's insane.
It's really, really sad.
Do you have a story?
I went this is one of my, I hate telling the story, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. I'm not gonna say who, but I went into an audition for a pilot a few years ago. And I hate to hear other people, Ryan talks about hearing other people's auditions and not doing it. I hate hearing other people's auditions. I hate it so much, so I try not to, but the room was filled, and the only seat that was available was the one right next to the door. So I'm sitting there, I'm listening to this audition, and it's a guy who is, he's worked a lot, he's a celebrity. And I'm listening to this audition, but he's not, he comes from music, but you know, and I'm like, oh, really? Okay.
Oh, the choices he's making.
Yeah, and it was just like, that's not real at all. And then he walks out, and the casting director, in front of everybody else, goes, "Hey, are you available tomorrow for a callback?"
Oh my God.
And he goes, "Yeah, absolutely. What's 2:30? 2:30 is good. Okay, good. 2:30 tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow, man. All right." And he walks out, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm absolutely getting a callback for this. Oh, 100% getting a callback for this." I go in the room, I do my thing, and I leave, and I walk out very slowly because I'm like, okay, well, he's gonna, in front of everybody else, he's gonna let him know, and I'm like,
him to run out.
Like, I'm gonna go then, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Tomorrow,
and he's like, yeah, all right, man,
2:45?
yeah, good to see you. And I was like,
Did you ever get a call back?
no, I didn't.
A. You never know. The
And I
auditions
just-
that you think you nailed, you don't.
And
The
then the
auditions
ones-
that you think you were bad at are great.
Yeah.
All of my audition stories are terrible, terrible, terrible. So I'll tell you a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. Just a really nice experience, I guess. Like, because I feel like nobody really hears about the nice experiences. So my manager got me into this audition. They'd already they were considering like a few people at this point, but they wanted to let me audition for this pilot for MTV. So I go in, and the woman's like, I want to hear you read, but just to let you know, we already cast the part. And I was like, okay. And she's like, but I do want to get to know you and hear your read. And so I do it, and she's like, have a seat. And so I sit down, and she's like talking to me about all the crazy people that I've auditioned for her today. And she's sort of like unwinding on me, and like I'm like her therapist all of a sudden. She starts talking about all the crazy people she has to deal with all the time. And I'm like, and she's like, I'm so glad to have met you. Like, thank you so much for coming in.
So she used it as like a general, which is a good thing.
Yeah, it was good. And I'm like, this has honestly been one of the most pleasant
See, that's
audition
interesting.
experiences I've ever had. And she was like, thank you.
Because casting directors, once they get to know you and they like you, they'll continue to bring you in and in and in. I blew the biggest audition ever when I first moved here. Yeah, I don't even know how I got the audition. Oh, because I was a swimmer. So I used to swim in college, and it was for the Kevin Costner movie with Ashton Kutcher where they played Coast Guards. So they were looking for because the training to do some of these scenes. No, not Waterworld. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I got this audition. I'm a swimmer. I'm going to own this. I didn't know anything about the auditioning process and that you're not supposed to like literally dress in costume.
No.
Did you That's not entirely
Oh my
true.
God, it's so embarrassing.
More.
Okay, well, I
More.
clearly stuck out like a sore thumb. So I show up, and she's supposed to be like military, but a swimmer. So I like go.
Are you wearing camo pants over a bathing suit?
No, she's just wearing a
Pretty
camo
much.
bathing suit.
Worse.
She's got her cap
Worse.
on.
Oh, I brought it.
Goggles.
This is so embarrassing. So I go to like the army surplus store. I know, and I got like a Coast Guard. I got like a Coast Guard outfit.
Oh my God.
I'm crying because it's so funny. Not crying because it's sad. It's hilarious.
Oh my God.
And I had my swimsuit underneath just in case.
Because that's what the Coast Guard, that's what they do. They have swimsuits
It's
underneath.
worse. It's worse.
Did you walk in with the fins and you're like, flocka, 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 flocka?
I rolled up my resume and tied it with goggles.
Pull like an Elle Woods, like spraying
Oh my
with
God,
perfume.
I thought it was my mascara running. I thought I was creative. And I was like 20 years old. I was, 20 years old, and I thought I was super creative, and I blew that audition. And then, of course, my manager calls me afterwards. I was like, how did it go? He was like, they said that you were really green.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, I watched the movie when it came out. I was like, oh my God, that was a starring role that could have changed my life. But
Just
then
to be
maybe I wouldn't be
honest-
here on Pop Trigger.
Here's the deal. To be honest, none of us yet have said the name of that movie. We don't know what it's called.
It was a big movie. Yes, Tom's Corner.
The Guardian, and
Yes.
the actress is Melissa Sage Miller.
Okay, good. I don't
Guardian.
know. The Guardian.
The Guardian.
The movie
the
from
one
Tom's
right on
Corner
top
was
of it, not
The
at all
Guardian,
on the tip
Melissa
of the tongue.
Sage Miller, and I've never been called back to that casting
And
office.
On behalf of everyone, thank you for telling us that story. 'cause
So
it
embarrassing.
really made me
Yeah.
very happy.
Oh,
It
it
makes
gave
me
me
feel so good about my terrible auditions.
it gave me a sick tummy for like 3 weeks because I knew I effed up. So for all of you out there, what did you think about Ryan Gosling's auditioning process, as well as all of our stories? If there's any actors out there, even if it's like a school play, have you had any very terrible auditions like mine? Please let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you all next time on Pop Trigger.